Another great use case for ChatGPT and Code Interpreter can be the generation of dummy data. Now, actually, ChatGPT is already good for that use case even without Code Interpreter, but it can get even more powerful with that extra feature enabled. And you could therefore send a prompt like this to ChatGPT with Code Interpreter enabled to get ChatGPT to generate some dummy data, in this case some dummy sales data, where you then also might specify some details about that data, so regarding how it should be generated and which details should be contained. You can also ask ChatGPT to get a downloadable file, as you learned earlier in this section. And here I'm also explicitly telling ChatGPT to generate and execute some Python code that generates that dataset, because, as I mentioned, ChatGPT is already pretty decent at tasks like this without Code Interpreter, but especially for bigger datasets like the one I'm trying to get here, in this case, I definitely want to make sure that Code Interpreter gets used for generating that data. And therefore, with that prompt being sent to ChatGPT, it's again describing the task it's going to perform before it'll then go ahead and generate the actual code. In this case, some code that will use some external libraries that are available in that execution environment though. So libraries that were pre-installed by OpenAI in that environment. And after generating and executing that code, it will of course also go ahead and give me the result of that calculation. In this case as a downloadable file, because that's what I asked for. Here it's actually even going a bit further, and it's giving me the first rows of data in that file so that I can immediately see if that data that it did generate looks good to me, and I could tell it to improve the data if I would not be happy with it. But with that I can then download and of course also use that sales data.